Today's lesson is equations of lines, slope-intercept form, and standard form. Okay, so my learning objectives for today are I can write equations of lines from graphs by using the slope and y-intercept. I can classify if lines are parallel, perpendicular, or neither by evaluating the slope. Okay, so let's start out with the equation for slope-intercept is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. Okay, so looking on my graph here, my slope, to find my slope, I do rise over run. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going up, so that is plus 4. So if I'm going up or to the right, I'm positive. If I'm going down or to the left, I'm negative. So plus 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when I went to the right, so plus 5. So slope is plus 4 over plus 5, which is 4/5. And my y-intercept is right here. So this is at 0, -2. So my y-intercept is -2. So write the equation of the line in slope-intercept form. So now I'm going to put it together and I'm saying y equals my slope, 4/5 x plus b, which is -2. Okay, let's try number 2. It's my slope. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down 4. To the right 2. So minus 4 and plus 2. When I simplify, that is -2. My y-intercept here is 1, 2, 3. So that is 0, 3. So b is 3. So writing that in slope-intercept form, that is y equals minus 2x plus 3. Let's try number 3. My slope is 1, 2, 3. So plus 3. And to the right 2. So plus 3 over plus 2 is 3/2. And my y-intercept is at the origin. So b is 0. So my equation is y equals 3/2 x. I do not need to write plus 0. For 4, my slope, I have a horizontal line, so my slope is 0. My y-intercept, 1, 2, 3, is at 0, 3, so my y-intercept is 3. So my equation is y equals 0x plus b. So y equals 3. Okay, so let's do some examples. Standard form is ax plus by equals c. So I do not see slope in this form. So in order to see slope, I need to convert to slope-intercept form by solving for y equals. So I'm given the standard form. I want to write my equation in slope-intercept form. So standard form is ax plus by equals c. and I want to be in y equals mx plus b form. So I'm going to solve for y. So I'm going to subtract x from both sides. So I get y equals negative x plus 6. I'm going to solve for y. So I'm going to add the inverse. I have a plus 5x. So I'm going to subtract 5x from both sides. So I get 2y equals negative 5x minus 2. Last step. I'm going to divide by the coefficient next to the variable. So I want to divide by 2. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. So I get y equals negative 5 halves x minus 1. Okay, we got horizontal and vertical lines. And I have a typo here. This should say B. So horizontal line is written in the form where y equals b, where b is the y-intercept. So whatever b is my y-intercept. On this example, I'm going to say the equation is 1, 2, 3. So this is at 0, negative 3. Yes, that's right. So my equation is y equals negative 3. So it just equals the y-intercept. When I have a vertical line, A is the x-intercept. So the x-intercept is right here. So my x-intercept is 2, 0. So this is written as x equals 2. So to help us understand, I have a point, and we call the point AB. I can't call it x and y. So A is for vertical lines, and B is for horizontal lines. Okay, so I want to use those skills to now decide are my lines parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So to do that, I need to solve and know what the slope is, and then I'm going to compare the slopes. So parallel is my slopes are the same. Perpendicular, my slopes are opposite reciprocals. And neither means I'm not parallel and not perpendicular. Okay, so if I'm looking at what is the slope, I'm in slope-intercept form here, so I know slope is 6. I'm in slope-intercept form here, so slope is 6. And these are the same. So my conclusion is my lines are parallel. I'm in slope-intercept form again, so slope is negative 3/4. I'm in slope-intercept form here, and slope is positive 4/3. When I'm looking at my two slopes, these are opposite reciprocals. One is positive, one is negative, and the numerator and the denominator are flipped. So when I have opposite reciprocals, my lines are perpendicular. So we got parallel, perpendicular. Okay, my next two equations, the first one is not in slope-intercept form, so I need to solve for y. So I'm going to subtract x from both sides. So negative y equals negative x plus 9. And I have to divide by negative 1 because I want a positive 1y. So I get y equals x minus 9. So my slope is 1 because it's whatever's next to x in point slope form or slope-intercept form. And in my second equation, my slope is 1. So these are the same. So my lines are parallel. Okay, next one, the left equation, I will need to solve for y. So I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides. Negative y equals negative 3x plus 2. I need to divide by negative 1 because I want 1y. So y equals 3x minus 2. So my slope is 3. My second equation, my slope is 1/3. So when I'm comparing, they're not the same, so they're not parallel. They are not perpendicular because they're not opposite reciprocals. They're both positive. One has to be negative. So these two lines are neither. They are not parallel and not perpendicular. All right, next set. I don't have a slope. So I'm going to draw a picture. So this is a horizontal line at y equals negative 4. And x equals 5 is a vertical line at x equals 5. So I have a horizontal and a vertical line, so these two lines are perpendicular. Okay, last one. Let's plot these two together. So x equals negative 11 is a vertical line at negative 11. And the right equation on the right is a vertical line also at x equals 11. So these are two vertical lines. All vertical lines are parallel.